Thanks, guys. We're recording.
Yeah. Well, Brenton, you came off a narrow loss against Hawthorn last week, and today, roadkill. What do you put it down to?
Well, the most important thing for us was we had an even contribution from our whole 22. You know, Tom kicks 10, which is fantastic, but take Tom's 10 out, and it was a really even contribution from our squad. Didn't have any passengers. Everyone played their role, and I was pleased that we kept the foot on the throat. You know, ruthless right to the end. So that was impressive.
And you finished up a point shy of your all-time record winning margin or highest score.
Yeah.
Lots of records fell today. Did you expect it to be as easy as it was on the scoreboard at the end of the four quarters?
Oh no, I mean, at one stage I looked at I didn't realise we were that far up, to be honest, but I mean, we're sort of focusing on matchups and looking at our structures at stoppages and stuff, but the beauty of this side is we can score quickly, so we still took a little while to sort of kick into gear, but when we play as a team and our method around the contest is good, we're very hard to defend. We can actually move the ball really quick, so you know, even the way our forward line was structured today, Van Berlo forward, Kerridge forward, McKay forward at times, and obviously Lynch, Jenkins, Porplesia, McKernan. We did throw a lot of different looks at GWS at times, so that was the most pleasing thing, though, is that a lot of different strategies and structures actually worked today.
Brenton, it'll be a while before you'll be sending the young bloke on your right back down to Glenelg in the
Yep.
snaffle.
Yep.
How did you see, from your perspective, his performance today?
Yeah, I'm really proud of Tom today, and his football story is a great one, and I know he'll get a lot of press this week, and he does deserve it because he's done it the hard way. You know, we traded for him last year, and he has really fought hard to get into this side, and you know, he's played a lot of games in a row now, and his confidence is up, and we're seeing the best of him obviously today. But I hope people do their research this week and just look at what he's had to go through to get to this game today, and I'm really happy that the footy gods were smiling on him today. You know, he was in the right place at the right time. He was still very selfless at times, looked to pass the ball off and, you know, handball to teammates in better positions. But not many guys have kicked 10 in a game, you know, and he's one of those guys now, so I'm really happy for him.
John, you've had a long road from Beaumaris, Haileybury College, St Kilda, Glenelg, and you see yourself now fitting in to the structure that Brenton's got at the Crows?
Yeah, as Sando said, it's sort of been a bit of a long road, but just got to keep persisting with hard work. Sort of got a little bit of an opportunity now, obviously, with very disappointing with Taylor going down, but I'm able to string a few games together now, and hopefully I can keep contributing to our forward line.
How did that feel when you were, you had finals? You kicked 6 in the third quarter, and did you keep track of them? Did you know what you were on? How many kicked?
Nah, not really. I got a fair few cheapies. Like Danger gave me one in the goal square, and we're just moving the ball so well, and started to, we took a lot of confidence in how we played last week and the way we moved the ball today, and just made it easy for us forwards. Yeah.
Ever kicked 10?
No, I haven't. No.
Anywhere, not in junior footy in Beaumaris, or
do you know what your best would have been?
Nah.
The boys tell us you're a bit of a character. How much can they expect to hear about it this week?
I've already copped a fair bit of flack for that. But yeah, I think they're already taking bets on who has to sit next to me on the plane, so that's a bit of a stitch up.
Sando's talking about what's the tough moments, like when was it really hard for you?
It hasn't really been too hard for me. I mean, it's just I've sort of been just on the outer of teams. Obviously, when I was at St Kilda and now Adelaide, and just had to keep putting in a bit of hard work. And there's always just been blokes ahead of me, so I've got to keep working hard, and as everyone does in the team, to keep fighting for spots, because there's a lot of pressure coming from the sample. So if we can keep doing that, then we can get on a bit of a run.
So if you go back to early in the second quarter and you cut the goals up, you're getting a lot of uncontested marks.
Yeah.
Wide, you were sort of pushing up on them really hard. Not much atmosphere out there with only 5,000 people, so the boys in the end really need to sort of motivate themselves at that point and get it going.
Yeah, you're right. It showed good leadership from the team. It was a focus point for us pre-game, because they are very good at finding free targets, and their ability to play uncontested for big patches was something that we didn't want to give them. And I agree with you. In the first quarter and at times in the second, we allowed them to get their mark chains flowing. That was the message at half-time then, and it was at quarter time as well. We couldn't allow them to just deny us the footy, but yeah, when we pressed up and our communication was a lot better. It was great to have the skipper back today. Nathan Van Berlo's game. He just kept running, but his instructions were great on the field, and it was good to bring him back into the side and get a really good contribution from him as well. But he was helped from Dangerfield, Sloan, Thompson. Those guys really took control through the middle of the ground as well.
Maybe the spare behind the ball at times. Like from the surface, you look at a game against GWS where you think you're favoured to win, why not just go head to head? But it seemed to work with that kick that they would have a quick kick out and have someone to clean it up and then rebound from there.
Yeah, you're right. At times it did work for us, but at times as well, I know Toby Green sort of swept across the back of the contest for them a bit today as well. So at times it worked and at times it didn't. So it's something that we'll have to review again this week and see if we can play with that number behind the ball.
Brenton, pardon, I just noticed that one of your sponsors is Momentum. Going forward, what do you take out of this game as head coach?
I will certainly review the game like any other. We've still got some areas to work on. We're still a very young group, so we can't afford to get carried away with this win. We certainly respect GWS. They're a fantastic young side, but we probably just had a bit too much experience for them today. But having said that, I think we had 9 players again under 50 games today, and we're still very young as well. So we're learning. St Kilda will be tough next week. We've got to make sure we review this game and get on with our next opponent as quick as we can.
Tom, speaking of the Saints, have you got a message for Scotty Waters and the boys from Moorabbin?
No, not at all. Obviously, we've got to recover now and we fly home tonight, so 7-day break, so we've got to get home and recover and prepare well for next week.
I feel like you got to freshen up some boys today. Everyone came on in the third quarter and a lot of your midfielders like this pretty heavy rotation.
Yeah, what we did today at times is we put Dangerfield, Thompson, Sloan, Douglas, Vince through that deeper forward. So we'll keep having a look at that. That sort of worked for us at times. Dangerfield kicks 4 again today. He's that really difficult matchup forward. And but you're right. As soon as they subbed Brogan, we were able to sub Rutten. So from the coach's box point of view, we were debating, take Thompson off, take Douglas off, take Dangerfield, sub Dangerfield. But as soon as they did Brogan, we were able to do Rutten. He's 30, hasn't missed much footy at all this year, and it was a good chance for him just to get a bit of a freshen up.
Do you feel like the group needed it a little bit? Like it's been a bit of doom and gloom over the first couple of months of the season. Just good to come out here, have a real big win, freshen some guys up, get some guys in form.
I'd argue it's been doom and gloom. Our boys have still been fighting to the death and really positive around the change rooms, and we haven't hit our best form yet. We've had a lot of challenges. Our support staff didn't get here till after the game today. I'm not sure if you knew, because of the fog in Sydney, our support staff didn't get here till after the first bounce. So we were plugging holes before the bounce today as well. And we've obviously got Dean Bailey, who's suspended, and our guy that normally does that role, Rob Harding, had gastro and couldn't fly up. So we had Ian Callanan actually. One of our emergencies was coaching in the coach's box today. So we still had a lot of challenges before the game, and as I said, we were putting band-aids on a lot of problems, but just really proud of the way that the whole footy club, not just the team, but the way the footy club, responded today. Early start on Mother's Day, and we just got it done. So really, really proud of our team today. We had a lot. I don't know, Phil, maybe 5 or 6 people, before the bounce. One of our comms guys was our runner, before the bounce. One of our media team was actually a coach on the bench today. David Burtonshaw was doing a role he's never done before, at the first bounce. So, but we kept calm, and the boys should be really proud of their efforts.
What's it like in the third quarter when you're pouring on goals and just champagne for the as a coach? Do you start to think towards St Kilda, or are you still looking for the negatives?
No, I must admit, I said to the coaches, I've still got the same headache I have after every game. Even though that was 135 points, we were still coaching right to the siren. We kept making moves, and we kept, making sure we were getting exactly what we wanted for 120 minutes. But I was proud of our players. You didn't see any of that sort of cowboy Hollywood stuff late in the game. They certainly respected the game, and they played it out to the finish. And that's one thing I admire with our team, is that they play the game the right way.
Tom, has it sunk in? We checked the record she had us going for in the third quarter was Tony Wanderer and Scott Hodges have kicked 10 goals in the Crows' history, 2 blokes, and now you're amongst those. Have you reflected on it? It's only been a few minutes, but that achievement.
No, not at all. It hasn't really sunk in at all, but for me it's just I'm enjoying playing footy in this team. I just haven't played so much AFL footy, so let's play 4 games now this year. Hopefully I can string a few more together and just keep being a part of this great group.
Yeah, I must admit, what did you say, 6 in the third? Is that, yeah, because it sort of snuck up on us a bit. Yeah, we, Mark Bickley, our forward coach, sort of said, you know, oh, that's his 5th, and we're sort of, that's his 5th, and then it's his 6th, that's his 7th, and he missed one from in the goal square, I think, before 3/4 time, which would have been the 10 or 9, but yeah, really proud for him. Like I said, it's a great story. It's one for the. We hear a bit of doom and gloom sometimes in our industry, but this will be one of the really good stories this week. And he's really humble. You know, the players will tease him about you won't be able to stop him smiling. He always smiles. You know, but it's a feel good story for this week, which I'm really happy about.
John, you played 6 games in 2 years with the Sanders. Your first game for Adelaide this year was against who, please?
The Western Bulldogs.
Royal right after throwing up his guts.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. Someone else told me in the rooms, but yeah, one of those footy ones that you sometimes cop a knock, and but it was hot today. It was 25 degrees or something, and you know the dehydration, the guys pumping in plenty of fluid. Sometimes when you cop a knock, you can't keep that fluid down. But no.
Bushfires are terrible. So the bushfires going out.
Good.
And you put the fire out in the
Yeah.
times today.
No, it's a good thing for us too today. No injuries. That's really important. It's finally about time for us that we can get through a game without any significant injuries. So that makes the coach happy too.
Tom, have you always thought that you had, you know, to make it as an AFL footballer, like throughout your career so far? You always thought that you were good enough?
Yeah, I always thought I was good enough and that I could play at the level, but since coming to Adelaide, the coaches have instilled a lot more confidence in me and a lot more trust in me and through my hard work. So yeah, it's sort of starting to pay off now. We're getting 4 games in a row, and hopefully I can keep contributing.
Thanks, guys.
Right, thank you.
Well done, Tommy.